Good day, everyone. My name is Professor Christopher Imomolen, and I'll be taking you on this course titled Petroleum Products Marketing Certification. It's wonderful having all of you here today, and we'll be going through this course together. And I believe we're going to have interesting sections together. For petroleum product marketing, this course is basically meant for marketing professionals, sales executives, petroleum industry leaders and practitioners, business managers and consultants. So the certification you'll be getting from this program would be of great value to your professional ladder. You can make use of certificate to work in petroleum industries that require expertise in marketing, because all petroleum organizations or oil and gas companies, both the IOCs and NOCs, requires service of smart marketers, expertise who can help them market both their finished products, refined products, who understand the dynamism, the strategies that will be used. So we are going to be going through this first section. We have 3 sections. Today is just the first section we'll be going through, and some other subsequent class we have second and third section. The first section would comprise of the overview, general overview of the class, what we'll be learning, and from the second section we'll be going in depth to knowing more about what petroleum product marketing really means. Petroleum product marketing actually refers to the planning, pricing, promotion, distribution and sales of petroleum products such as PMS, the premium motor spirit, automotive gas oil, which is the AGO, DPK, which is the dual purpose kerosene, the aviation turbine kerosene, ATK. We have the liquefied petroleum gas, LPG, lubricant, and other refined products. It ensures that petroleum products move efficiently from the refinery and the import terminal to the end users through a structured supply chain, while creating value chain for customers and maximizing organizational profitability. So petroleum product marketing, it's all encompassing. We will be looking at overview from the upstream to the midstream to the downstream. We're also going to be looking at the possibilities and the potentialities of the FPSO, which is the floating production and storage offloading, how this helps in determining the strategies of marketing a petroleum product. We'll be talking about refinery, we'll be talking about rig, we'll be talking about a lot of things in this section, and it will be very good that you follow us through it. So at this point, we'll be looking at the course overview, the petroleum product marketing certification. This certification will equip you as a participant with knowledge, skills, and competence required to successfully operate into the high competitive and regulated petroleum industry. The petroleum industry is highly regulated. Just of recent with the Tinubu administration in Nigeria, we have PPRA, which is a pricing product pricing regulatory body, petroleum pricing regulatory corporation, which has been was disbanded, so that the price in the downstream for petroleum products can float, and there can be competition. The competition is supposed to reduce the cost of the petroleum products, which we have seen what is happening in that industry. But this is not a political class, so we will not go into the effect of such policies. So we would be looking at expected learning outcome. What is expected that you learn? One, you're going to understand petroleum markets and customer needs. It's very, very critical for you as one who wants to become a professional in petroleum product marketing. And you're also going to be learning develop effective marketing strategy, improve petroleum distribution efficiency, enhance customer satisfaction, ensure compliance with regulation, increase organizational profitability. It's all about that. So the course overview will put us through this. We'll go through it together, and I believe before we end the third section of this class, we should have more knowledge about what petroleum product marketing really is. At this point, we'll be looking at petroleum products as a part of the downstream. Yeah, why do we agree that petroleum product marketing is a part of the downstream? It's not part of the upstream, it's not part of the midstream, but because the downstream is actually where petroleum product is being distributed to the end users. The midstream basically focus on exploration, drilling, and production. The upstream, rather, the midstream products focus on transportation, storage, pipeline, shipping. In some other ideology, we are told that it is classified to the upstream and downstream, where the midstream has been inculcated into the upstream, because more of the production in the upstream is being termed as transportation, storage, pipeline, and shipping. But in this particular class, we are going to be looking at it in three different forms. And Nigeria too, as a country, has also adopted a three categorization of the oil operational system, which is the upstream, the midstream, and the downstream. We all know what exploration means. Exploration basically is finding of crude. We talk about the geoseismic, the geologists who use their seismic interpretation instrumentation to locate and find where oil are in terms of volume, viability, feasibility. They do those calculations, and once a oil well is viable, then you cannot apply drilling. Drilling contractors like Schlumberger, like Seal Drill, like we have a lot of drilling contractors out there who come with their rig and their drilling rig, and they mount it to drill out the crude. It's just like the well you get. But in the oil and gas, the depth with which is being dug is very, very deep, and this is what the drilling contractor does. So oil can be found both onshore or offshore. In the offshore is when you discover oil in the water, in the river, in the ocean, in the depth of the ocean. While the onshore is where oil or crude is being discovered, either in a swampy area or on the land. So you now see why sometimes the rig where workers go work sometimes could be situated in the ocean, on the ocean, or on land. So you hear workers who work offshore, some work onshore, just to work and drill oil. We have workers on the rig, workers like the derrick man. We talk about the two pusher, the roughneck, the roaster bar. These are workers that work on the rig to making sure that and we have the job man, yes, the person that represents the organization. So we have these people work there in the drilling. The production is, once the crude has been extracted, it is stored, it is transported, through pipeline, through shipping, to the refinery. So when we start from the refinery is part of the downstream part of the oil and gas system, the downstream. So the downstream, we talk about the refinery, we talk about the distribution after refinery. Refinery operation, basically, we are going to be looking at this little, but you remember, this is not an oil and gas introduction class. It's just a production marketing, petrol marketing class. So we might not be going in depth into what refinery means, how oil is being fractionally distilled into different components. No, we are not going to go into that, but we just look at the process, the refinery, the distribution, marketing, and retailing. Retailing here, we know what retailing means. It's sales outlets, the filling station you see there, where product is being sold to the end user. So we can look at the value chain for the petroleum product marketing as to saying that we have the upstream, the midstream, and the downstream. So if you ask a question to categorize, you should be able to categorize and detailedly explain what these different streams represent and what kind of operation happens there. So end users we talk about the industries, we talk about the household, we talk about commercial businesses, government agencies, Successful petroleum marketing depends on efficient integration of every stage in the value chain. Every stage in the value chain must be efficiently integrated. It is very, very important that the upstream, the downstream, the midstream all work together. If there's any breakage of any chain, if there's any inefficiency in any of the chain, it affects every of the system. So product marketing is also ensure that from the drilling itself, from the discovery, the exploration down to the drilling, to everything that I've mentioned is intact, and its professionals are manning them and ensuring that things are done properly. So let's look at understanding the market itself. The petroleum market is influenced by numerous economic, political, technological, and environmental factors. The global price of petroleum product is determined by a lot of things. Recently, we saw the war between the US and Iran, how it affected the price, the global price of crude. You saw it. And we saw how Dangote Refinery in Nigeria came to board, invested $19 billion in a refinery, one of the biggest refineries we have in the world, production capacity of about 600,000 barrels per day, and how that impacts the crude oil market in Nigeria and Africa. We've seen how OPEC, which is the Organization for Petroleum Exporting Country, also interfere or also determine, regulate, support, advise, the oil sector industry in Nigeria. So there's a lot of politics involved in determining the price. We've seen how China is also playing their global role in supporting EV, electric vehicle, and how the US and some other countries that are oil producing would say that they don't believe in climate, though it's something that is generic, it happens. But because some people now say that climate change mandate is actually a move to disenfranchise countries that produces crude. So if we are talking about the greenhouse effect, the ozone layer depletion, the acid rain, and every other climate issues, so many countries that are oil producers would not want to agree with the fact that the world should cut down on fossil fuel use. So why I'm saying this is just to let us know the politics that is involved. The petroleum market dynamics is massive, and as a petroleum product marketing professional you want to be, you must understand the dynamism. You must be able to advise your organization, forecast into the future, and tell them what is going to happen, by understanding these factors as it is. So understanding petroleum marketing will mean that you must understand crude oil price globally. You must look at exchange rates, how it fluctuates. You see how the exchange rate, even in Nigeria, is affecting because the NNPC is still importing crude oil. Dangote is still importing crude oil. Yet we still produce about 2 million barrels per day in Nigeria, which is not even sufficient enough to export. We still have international buyers. We have few to service the local. So it's a lot of things here. Global government policy, fuel subsidy. The government just removed subsidy. So what happened? As removal of subsidy triggered the cost. So these are things you must know, you must be able to analyze as a professional in this field. Consumer demand, economic growth, competition, supply availability, retail customers, commercial customers, internal users, aviation sector, marine industry, power generation, companies. You have to have detailed understanding of how this work. So quickly, we are going to look at storage of petroleum products marketing. It's important a successful petroleum marketing strategy align with customers' need, with organization objectives, strategic product marketing. That key component of that would be marketing analysis. You must look at it, industry trend, competitors analysis, SWOT analysis. We all know what SWOT analysis means: strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. product strategy, fuel quality. You see people, Dangote would say, our product quantity is far better than product produced by other companies. The octane rating, the cracking number for our product is more efficient. So a 1 liter will burn slower than a 1 liter bought from another company produced by another refinery. So he claims, even looking at the colors, he tell you, look at the color of this is what petroleum should look like. So quality is part of the strategic petroleum product marketing, things you can use as an edge to sell better. In as much as everybody is selling the same thing, you must be able to sell yours differently. We have bottled water, for example. Many companies sell bottled water, but we all know Nestle. We know some others because they've been able to position their product. So if you are selling oil or you want to gain this opportunity, this knowledge to also own your own organization, you must position your products better. Product differentiation, service quality. Let's look at pricing strategy. Cost-based pricing, competitive-based pricing, dynamic pricing, promotion, adverts, distribution strategy. Man, look at what Dangote did. We are going to be referencing Dangote in Nigeria because it's the first private refinery we are having and it's doing very well. Though we have other modular refineries, but Dangote refinery in Lagos is doing so well, and we can use it as a case of study. We have a refinery in Warri. We have a federal government refinery in Eleme, petrochemical. We have Kaduna refinery. But the truth is we cannot compare performance with what Dangote refinery is doing. Dangote recently, when we talk about distribution strategy, bought about 6,000 CNG trucks from China for effective distribution to our customers. 6,000, meaning that once you buy, it's coming to your station straight. Dangote eventually have a strategic partnership with MRS. MRS is owned by one of Dangote's cousin, Dangote's family rather. So now they buy more outlets, renting more outlets so that they cut off middlemen. So from Dangote refinery, you buy and their truck delivers to you anywhere in Nigeria efficiently. So those are strategies. Those are advice that you will be giving to companies you will be working for, you'll be consulting for, how to best sell their products, how to stay ahead of customers, of competitors, so that they can get to customers in real time. Product positioning and brand management is key. We are going to end this section with this. And I would like us to go through again chapter 1 to 10. On your own, you have an assignment to submit. And we expect that before the next class, you submit the assignment. The link will be dropped on your group so you can attend to assignment. At the end of this program, we have a 10 paper to write. We have an analysis. And I'm also wishing that the organization can give us, for those who attend this class, can give us an opportunity to organize an excursion to a place like Dangote Refinery for few students who are willing to do so that you can get more insight practically about what petroleum products marketing entails. Thank you. See you some other time. So see you in the next class rather. Bye-bye.